Welcome back to Day 2's coverage of the National Farm and Machinery Show. In Day 1, we took a look at the South Hall, and Day 2, we're going to take a look at the North Wing. We have a special guest that is going to be joining us very, very shortly. Raznak showed up at the show today and took a little swing at doing some color commentary as well. So you're going to see him here in a little bit. He gives a little bit of an intro as well. And then you're going to hear him later on in the video. I did record most of these segments before he managed to make it to the show. But don't fear, he will play a role in tomorrow's coverage as well. Let's get on with it.
Hello everybody, this is your friendly neighborhood farmer Raznak with FarmerKlein at the National Farm Machinery Show in Louisville, Kentucky. Here standing in front of one of the big monsters that everyone likes from the game, big old Claas harvester.
First up, we've got the Kuhn booth. ProSped PS242. Manure spreader. Vertical Max VT244 feed mixer. The VB560 round baler.
Yeah. This reminds me from a big square bill that was driven. And it, you don't mind
Again, it would be nice if we saw more of these available. And then we have Kuhn's tube wrapper, the OWR 6000. Scissor wraps 4x5 or 5x6 bales. Now, Coyote was a brand that I didn't know about until last year coming to this show. Like a few other brands, they seem to focus on smaller tractors. As well as some side-by-sides. Coyote skid steer, TL 750. One of the larger options here, the NS 610. Really nice looking vehicles. Here we are at the Kinsey booth. Everyone loves blue. Oops.
All right.
And then how about another form of green in Claas?
What's
Yeah, that's awesome.
Try on 740.
Yeah, so it's awesome.
This is the ASABE AE50 2024 winner for outstanding innovations. And we progress from Claas to Mahindra. I really think it'd be nice if we had more open cab tractors as far as options. That's all we ran 30 some years ago. Get out there in the heat and the elements. We don't need no stinking air conditioning cabs. Yeah. Did you know Mahindra made Jeeps, or a Jeep variant, in the Roxor?
Where tough is a way of life. The land Mahindra is proud to call home. You see, tough is our motto. Tough is what defines us. It's in our spirit. Tough is a part of our mechanical DNA. That's never gonna change. But you told us it was time for war. So we listened to you. We listened to your customers. We got it.
It looks like an old school Jeep. This thing is super cool. I think they said 144 horsepower diesel, which is pretty wild. Turbo diesel, manual transmission, and we're just wondering why it's not in the game. Like we need stuff like this in the game just to like race and.
This one's 4-wheel drive with a 5-speed manual, looks like. The McHale booth. Brand we would love to see in game, I know. Integrated baler wrapper combo beast. Absolutely massive. Look at that pickup. Those cutter blades. Look at the size of the drive chains even. Storage for wrap. McHale orbital wrapper. And even more. Baler wrapper combo technology. This one with a bale turner. Flip the bale over, keep her from rolling. How about a bale shredder? Fairly prominent in the eastern half of the United States as far as dealerships. The McHale V6 760 round baler. $740 round baler. The $950 opened up for all to see. But before you can bale, well, you gotta put the product on the ground. And the only way to do that is with a big old mower. Rear butterfly mowers. The McHale Pro Glide. Swath width of 51 inches to 106. Working with 358 inches to 378 inches. Three and a half tons, just a mower weight. Then to go with that, you need the front mower. Another 2,700 pounds on this one. The F3100 Pro Glide. From McHale to Malone. Another mower forage product brand. Here the Pro Cut 900 side mower. ProCut 320 side mower, and the ProCut 3000 TP trailed mower. For those that may not know, we get a nice up close look at the actual blades that these mowers use. Very, very short blades that actually free spin in case they hit anything. Extremely potent mower when it's coupled up to a 1000 RPM PTO. Interesting little trailed spreader here. Jecto. Here with a sprayer. Spraying the tops of some plants. And we have that spreader we just looked at. Boomalite, light use industrial equipment. Here we have a stand behind loader. Ditcher, attachment. The Quadratil, the McFarlane. The HDL 1100 Harrow. How about the mother? The mother of all bins. The Walkabout. WMB 4000 Plus. Because it just keeps going. And going. And going. And going. And going. And going. Oh, wait. I think we found the end. 4,000 plus bushel capacity. There are definitely apartments smaller than this everywhere. So anybody want a JCB? maybe. I mean, it's not that big. 427 loader. How about the 525/60 load-all telescopic loader? Maybe that's a little bit more size. Maximum list, 5,500 pounds. Maximum height, 20 feet. Maybe a fast track's more your style. Certified, fits 3 teenage girls. Really, I'm impressed and still surprised that there's so many high school kids that come to this show as officially sanctioned field trip. In fact, I was hearing someone say the other day that it's either you come to the show or you stay home.
We do standard 7/10s, and then we actually reverse them so you get like a wider cover.
JCB 8330 fast track. Very, very big machine.
This is Raz here, and I honestly am starting to think that the JCB is the best looking tractor in the game. I mean, I'm sorry for all you red and green fans, but this yellow is just nice and fast.
It's very, very, very bright here in the JCB booth. And to quote Hart, I am a warrior. Dude's far. V8280. Officially seats an entire family. The official Angry Tractor brand. Or the 6230. bag spray equipment. Sprayers for all of your various sizes and needs. Here we have some smaller spot sprayers, brush sprayers, small trailed spray tank, 500 gallons.
So this is the best control style of this rig. And look right.
We move over to the liquid applicators, putting liquids directly into the soil. Or maybe we just need a supply trailer. This trailer has two huge tanks. Room in the middle for a pump. Other spraying equipment. And then a rack for 4 totes.
Here, stay here for a minute. I'm going to get a bag.
Looky here, we got a horse. Not a lot of stuff from Horsch, but they do have a presence here at the show. The Mistero 24SXL. I'm sure I butchered that like I always do. But up close, you can really get a sense of the scale of how robustly built all this machinery is.
Yep. Keeps things down. Gives it a lot cleaner look on the farm.
There's a sense of scale for the steel. Here's my hand.
We can do.
What we do is really focused on the die-cast side.
I'm sure some will ask what these are. These are spacers that you put in to limit how far down the hydraulics are allowed to travel. And we have Vermeer.
Yeah.
Recently added to the game, but I do wish we had more equipment like this 504 Pro. Or the perennial star of the show, the ZR5 1200 self-propelled round baler, which is a really interesting design because it basically has a 605 round baler attached to the rear. And at last year's show, I learned that you could actually detach the round baler module and in theory, attach a different one.
good.
That's good. That's good. And we still continues. Finished the project.
Possibly the world's first zero-turn baler. And then here we have the internal computer screen. Amazing visibility. With a center pickup. The R1022 wheel rake. And the VSR 410, sorry, the VSR 440 feed mixer. And the TM105 trailed mower. The Versatile 620. With Cummins X15 engine. Maybe something a little bit smaller, just a little bit. The 365. Filters for very easy maintenance. Now the flyer said the largest cab in its segment, and I have to agree. This thing definitely has a very big cab, very wide, spacious, roomy. Cab's nearly the full width of the tractor. Over there we have the 210. And the H520/50 Fury disc. Pottinger. The TSM V8000 seeder. We have a Pottinger front seed hopper. And then we have the NovaCat 351 front mower. It is attached to a Fendt 933 Vario. Of course, on the back of that, we're gonna have some Pottinger butterfly mowers.
I set up the show just to make the connections. Right. Okay. And so it's kind of one of those things that if you are
NovaCat V9200. Something we see a lot in real life, but very rarely in game, especially for console players, would be one of these round bale lifts. Transport round bales from field to farm. So often we see these being used to transport a bale or two at a time. When farmers store their bales alongside the fields. You got a slurry pit? Let the Lagoon Crawler X do the dirty work. Or the better spreader. They do the dirty work, so you don't have to. We're not even going to try to pronounce this brand. They build grain cleaners, separate the grain from the chaff, quite literally. Because of course, when we talk about cleaning grain, we're not actually washing it. The functionality we've seen come in the form of select mods. It's the use of an ag bag. It's horizontal forage storage. I'd love to see this come as a standard feature. You're going to dump your forage in this hopper. And then on the back end, it's going to be fed into a bag from this end, forming a long semicircular tube. Not unlike the bale tubes, bale sausages, as we affectionately call them. But instead of being actual bales, it's compressed, compacted, loose. You know, we saw a case yesterday over in the North Hall. Got another little section. Case IH Farmall 120M Super. Of course, we recently had the free Case IH pack. Included a classic and modern Farmall celebrating the 100th year of Farmall 2023. This is the RB 456 round baler.
Heard of it. Yeah.
Case construction loader. Farmall 75C. With loader. $50 to 64 horsepower. Or maybe a baby Farmall. Lots of attachment options. GTS harvester headers.
Hey, I got $40.
Challenger 42, 45. I don't know how long this thing is, but it's awful long. Well, it says flexor 50. Could it be 50 feet? I wouldn't doubt it. They're the J&M Speed Tender Seed Tender. And then flanked on either side, some large J&M auger wagons. A wheeled variant. And then the tracked variant, the RX 1423, 1432 series, sorry. And here we have a display of the various tracks and track widths. And what makes their track system unique? Keeping to the header trend, another brand, this one with some extreme terrain following headers. Take a look at that. Or over here. And then they have a mock-up. And I have to say, if you've got a field with this type of a incline, you're probably going to be having an issue with any traditional header. Here we have the same header from behind. So it's at least a 3-foot incline in the center, if not more. And then the grain variant.
You have this effect, and it can be also varied.
These would have a center cover. This car has side belts.
Ironcraft. Mowers, attachments. That basically concludes the segments that I recorded before Rasnick showed up. And now, well, now we have the musings of an absolute madman. Hope you all enjoy.
Look at there, we got a King Cutter log fork. I mean, it holds a log. That's more than what can be said with some of the things in the game. We have Walker out front mowing, you know, because the mower's out front. That's Klein's joke. I mean, it's when you want to pull and look good doing it. It's for all those wet fields out there. We got the Hydromax trencher. This thing is huge. I mean, this massive machine. Like, it just makes you feel little, and that's saying a lot for a big guy like me. I'd love to see more stuff like this in game. I don't know about the rest of y'all, but it definitely would be cool to be able to manage like stuff like this. When you like your girls to be big and fat, right there, nothing like some big fat tires.
I guess every day has to have at least one John Deere shot. So here it is, the token John Deere shot for day 2. Stop your whining.
We're being watched. They know we're here. We're being watched. They even have air support.
Come on, buddy.
For the low price of $69,500, you could own a 1988 John Deere 4250. You know, if you're collecting things. And you know, if red's more your style, you got the old International 1566 Farmall. Both beautiful, beautiful tractors. Oh, it's just beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. International 1566 Farmall. You can buy for around $55,000 as it sits. Look at that thing. That's just beauty. If you've ever been in the market for something called a Whacker Newson, Craig Mile Farm Equipment. Yeah. We found it. We found his inspiration. GTX's inspiration here at Thunder Creek Farm Equipment. It's so crazy. In game, these things look so small. In real life, you just realize how massive everything is.
That's it. That's going to conclude day 2's coverage of the National Farm and Machinery Show here in Louisville, Kentucky. Be sure to tune in tomorrow for day 3 and then the following day for a 4th and final day. If you didn't see day 1, go back and check it out. I do have a playlist for the National Farm Machine Show 2024 where we'll have all 4 days individually. Then when I get back in town, I'm going to do a super edit and put them all together into one large video. I want to close the video out with these two fine individuals. They were sharing a picnic table with us while I was enjoying a nice wrap. With that, that'll be my wrap. Until next time, happy farming.